So a good workout doesn't just end with a cool down. According to my next guest, the key to maximizing your efforts actually comes in the minutes after your workout is finished, yet it's often something women skip. Studio 5 health contributor Mickey Everhart, looking oh so cute and themey today. I love it. Joining us to fill us in, so we're not going to leave anyone hanging. What are we not doing that might be derailing our efforts?
Eating. With jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Jazz fingers. Eating after a workout.
Yes, because Brooke, as multitasking women that we typically are, it's I'm gonna run an errand, I'm gonna throw a load of laundry in, I'm going to shower, and before we know it, how much time has gone by before we've even thought about refueling? If weight loss is peak of mind, which for a lot of women, we're working out to get a result, sometimes it's like, why would I want to eat right after and undo what I just did?
I just killed it on the treadmill, Mickey. I don't want to put something into my body that I just burned off.
And that is, we need to reverse that thinking.
Okay.
Because going so long is actually undoing the long-term effect of what a workout over and over and over can do.
So does this speak to metabolism?
Yes, yes, and how we recover from it with our with regenerating all the energy we just burned in our muscles.
Okay, we're gonna dive in deeper. I'll set up a problem. We've got 4 different problems, and you have a solution for us to make sure you are getting the most bang for your workout buck. Problem, and we just kind of underscored this, waiting too long to eat.
So the specifics here is what research shows is that when your workout stops, you have a 45-minute window when the enzymes and hormones in your muscles are at their peak, ready to replenish everything you just went through.
There's a timed window?
Yes.
Clock is ticking.
Yes, and if we miss that window, that same research shows even waiting 2 hours gets you half the recovery if you miss that window.
Wow.
And so why we need that recovery, Brooke, if you have ever gone to work out and you just feel tired or like you got lead in your feet, like you're just
slugging through it.
Dragging. Yeah. It's usually you're missing this window. First thing is am I getting enough through the day? Am I getting enough fuel in general? But if you're always missing that window, you do not have the regeneration of that energy to give it your all in the next workout. So you're literally working out on empty.
So more than just metabolism, I mean, you mentioned enzymes and hormones. This is kind of a biological need.
Totally. This is something you need. And if you have kids or teens that are in athletics, making sure they're hitting that window for practice after practice after practice. It'll make all the difference.
Okay, and does what I'm eating matter?
Yeah, so this is the second problem, is that a lot of times I've been in the gym, I've been in my gyms, and you hear all the time, protein, protein, protein.
Yeah, give me a protein bar.
And while, yes, you need protein and you need it throughout the day, right after your workout, you actually need more carbohydrate than protein. And a good rule of thumb is 30 to 40 grams of carbs, 10 to 15 grams of protein.
Oh, wow.
Now, what we use is what's called the 3-to-1 ratio. So if I have 10 grams of protein, I want 30 carbs, right? And there's this neighborhood that we can work within. It can be 2-to-1, it can be 4-to-1, but we gotta have the carbohydrate there because that's what's giving your muscles that energy back.
So at that point, if you're not getting the carbs, it doesn't really matter, the protein.
You got it.
You need both.
You got it.
What if I'm not particularly hungry after a workout?
And this is very valid because if you do a hard workout, often it kills your appetite.
Yeah, that's
And you're like, there's nothing I want. So even just taking in something small, even liquid-based, I'll get to some ideas, a couple hundred calories in that ratio, you can drink something and then you can wait. You know, you can wait until your appetite comes back and you're hungry, but you don't want to skip the window.
But if I'm hungry, am I eating more?
Eat more. Especially if it's in a long endurance type workout, or you're welcome to have a full meal within the window.
Within the window.
So yes.
All right, and you mentioned, what we're eating. There's this idea out there that I have to invest in the fancy protein powders, right, or the pre-designated post-workout, snacks or whatever it is. Is that true?
No, and that is the third problem, is that we don't need the expensive, fancy, specific brands for workout recovery. So the solution here is you just don't have to buy those. They're convenient, they're usually the right ratio, but there's nothing magical about them that you can't get from food.
Help us look to our pantry and our fridge and see what we might eat instead of the expensive powder.
So the easiest, least expensive is low-fat chocolate milk.
Really?
That guy right there.
My kids love you already.
I know. It's the perfect ratio. You could just have a cup of it, swig it, and move on and wait till you're hungry and ready for something else.
That feels
it's cheap
easy.
And it's the right ratio.
What's going on here?
So this one is just another option, quick on the go. Like the little yogurt drinks have a good ratio, and I would just add a banana to it to make sure that we get a little more carbohydrate for the protein that's in there.
Okay, a Greek yogurt?
Yep, same kind of idea here. Yogurt with the added fruit gives you the protein with the carbs that you need. Good on-the-go option. Apple with just a squeeze of peanut butter. You can just grab that and go. Oatmeal, if it's like a breakfast type thing, you can add that. And this on its own is quite a bit of carbs, but because it's a whole grain, it does have some protein. But to up the protein just a little bit more, I would just add in a little scoop of protein powder, just even like a quarter scoop, not a full scoop.
Doctor it up. I thought that was an ice cream container from a distance. That's okay. We're not going that rogue. We draw the line at chocolate milk.
That's for later.
And I like the tuna and cracker
tuna and
option.
crackers on the go. Again, another thing if you just need to hit the ground running to make sure you're hitting that window.
All right, fourth and...
Well, let me give one other thing. Sorry, this guy in the middle is protein shakes are often what we think about or what's done. And what you want to think about is a scoop of protein is usually 25 grams of protein. So if it's right in that window after, I usually say do half the scoop and then add in a bunch of fruit with it, and you're going to get that ratio in check.
For your carbs.
Yep.
All right, fourth and final problem, you say we're not drinking enough H2O.
Right, and usually we think about it during the workout or after the workout, but then oftentimes we can forget it the rest of the day. And water is like oil in an engine. It's the lubrication in our metabolism. And so all these things that we need to help regenerate our muscles, we need water as part of that. So keeping it convenient, have it out, drink it throughout the day to make it.
I had an aha with water. I'm so darn good at it when I'm nursing because it's for baby, but here we are like looking at our own needs, right? What our body needs. And as the weather upticks, is that?
For sure, right? As it gets hotter, and sometimes that even takes our workouts outside, we're sweating more. Getting in enough. The urine test is a good one, just making sure it's pale yellow, and that's a good sign that you're always getting enough water.
This is a game changer, Mickey. Thank you very much. Details on our website for things to think about the next time you clock that workout and what you want to get in that 45-minute window. I am intrigued. I'm trying it out. Thank you, friend.